Don't you think you ought to tell who you are first?
Why?
This podcast show is full of sugar and spice and everything nice and everything mean, explicit content and in between and whatever the fuck I fancy. Happy Saturday, motherfuckers. And now that I have taken care of the disclaimer, please sit back and enjoy the rest of the show.
On a bright and sunny or a rainy day, I can listen to Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics, Spotify it, you can find it, sign of the times for the deaf, dumb and blind. Don't miss it, call the number one, state your name and what's your interest. Rene, Rene.
Hey! What up? Yes, happy Saturday, you guys. Happy Virgo season. And the new moon that's coming up on the 6th is in Virgo, bitch. Yes, and guess what? My motherfucking birthday is Saturday. No, it's not Saturday. I'm sorry. I'm so fucked up because it's Saturday. My birthday is Tuesday. Yes, I am excited. I'm excited to just be able to be here, to still have content to share, to still have my show running, for me to still have life, to have breath, to breathe, to live, to still be able to experience these wonderful things that I call this crazy shit in life that I deal with every single day. It's fun, it's exciting, it's sad, it's nerve-wracking, it's adventurous, but overall, it's always an experience, and I'm grateful to have that. So welcome back, you guys. I hope you all are doing so well on this wonderful Saturday. It's not too hot. It's perfect. I'm just saying, it's a beautiful day. Now, I don't know, tomorrow they're trying to call for like 30% of rain or whatever, chance of rain, 30%. I hope not, because it never fails. It's been a week. I'm telling you, I had to shift everything around when it came to my birthday plans because I was supposed to be actually celebrating technically next weekend. But, me, I'm the compromising queen. So I do everything, it seems like, under the sun to make sure that motherfuckers are happy. And it doesn't ever matter about my happiness, does it? Because, that's the Virgo way. We're always shitted on, but then rewarded later on in life with other things that come up. So, with all that being said, welcome back, motherfuckers, to the Rene Show. I'm your favorite podcast host, the one that says all the shit you're afraid to say. I have conversations I am not afraid to have. And I'm your favorite flavor of the Podbow. So if you guys are new to the show, come on in, sit down. You're going to be in for a treat. And it's going to be a bumpy motherfucking ride because you hear the way I talk. That's the way I talk throughout the show. All right. Explicit content. I say the shit that people are afraid to say. I think about the things that you want to talk about, but you don't say it aloud. So I do it for you because that's my job. That's what I do. I bring the thunder. Yes, that's Seattle rain. Yep. Chocolate rain. Do you guys remember that guy? Da, 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 da. Chocolate rain. What happened to him? I really wonder. It's like a real fucking mystery, like out here. Like, oh my God, I don't know what happened to him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, let's just, you know how I do. So, listen. Like I said, if you're new to the show, I would love for you to follow me so you can be alerted with things, and you can see what's going on, what's popping, what kind of shit is being put out today, this weekend, any interviews she's doing, who's she talking to. Yeah, well, you know what? You should go over there and subscribe to my YouTube page. Yes, Rene Show. I do live video coverage as far as interviews, not like I'm on the scene, reporting shit from people's accidents and shit like that. But, like live on location, breaking news. Yeah, I was going to be a news anchor, but I changed my major. I was like, nah, I can't do that shit. I can't be trying to hide my emotions and giving some sad ass swamp story on the fucking TV. I need to be able to hide behind the microphone, and if I gotta drop a couple of tears when doves cry, bang, 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 then I can do that shit. But anyway, yes, YouTube, definitely do that. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I love comments, so please, if you got any topic ideas or feedback, you want to be a guest on the show, please make sure you hit me up and send me an email, kreneshow@gmail.com, especially if you want to order a cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. But my business is called You're Missing a Slice. And my shit is better than fucking tasty cakes. I don't know. Tasty cakes just be tasting like, I don't know, plastic frosting or something. I don't know. This shit is like really weird in my fucking mouth. Yeah, it's like weird. Like I'm chewing on a sponge and it's one that you use to wash dishes. Anyway. Also, I'd like for you to follow me over on Instagram, _ Rene Show. On Facebook, I have a Facebook page. It's Rene Show. And, I'm on TikTok, not TikTok, TikTok, hip hop, bebop, don't stop. Yes, so do that. Follow me over there at Rene Show. Don't let me get started with the K, okay? Because don't be sitting there like rubbing your chin like that emoji, like, bitch, why is it different over there and not the same? Because somebody took the motherfucking K, okay? Somebody took the motherfucking K. You know what I mean? You let that girl tap. That is my shit right now as a commercial for Pizza Hut. Oh my God. I don't know. I crack up every time that I see it where they doing a little, like their little meeting in the basement. And the parent is talking about, his daughter be doing tap dance or something about dinner. I ain't have all the gist of it, but the comedian guy, I can't think of his name either because I'm just, I'm getting up there. He was like, you let that baby tap. So yeah. So that's my shit. Anyway, moving right along. As I was saying, that's where you can follow me. And again, for content, ideas, things like I said, being a guest on the show. Only got 4 more episodes left, and this motherfucking season is coming to a motherfucking wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Yeah, I got a couple more in me. Got a little bit more in there. Don't get nothing on ya. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, sit down, relax your mind, and let your conscience be free. You're now rolling with the K to the E and the L and the L and the Y. Yeah, it didn't work out like how I wanted it to. I heard how I wasn't rhyming together. Oh, whatever. It's not funny. But anyway, with all that being said, like I was saying, and if you don't want to do all of that, you just want to catch up on some past shows, and you can go over and you can find me on all streaming platforms. Let me see. I am on Spreaker, which is right here where you are today, right now, listening through. In case you're following me on Spreaker, you know that you got an alert to listen. Also, I'm on, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. If it's a streaming platform, I'm over there. And leave a comment. Give me a review. That would be great. Okay? Help your girl. I mean, even though I'm streaming and I'm being loved in a lot of different countries. Okay? A lot of love in a lot of different countries. I appreciate the love and the support because you are kind, you are smart, and you are important. Yes, I'd love to see what that little girl look like now that she done grew up some. You know what I mean? I give you 2 cookies if you TT. Yeah, I would love to see what she looks like. But anyway, with all that being said, first week of school was very fucking stressful. I think if it wasn't for me really pushing past my own shit in the morning and making myself get up so I can chant and Nam Yoho Renge, Kyo it up, for real, I feel like my son made it. We did a great job. No sicknesses. I was tripping though, like a couple of days, like, he was sneezing and I felt like I was interrogating him. I was like, are you the only one sneezing in your class? Is anybody else sneezing? Are you sneezing a lot? And then I was Googling, like, is sneezing a COVID symptom? Because the kids have not had their immune system tested really, because they've been in the goddamn house, bored in the house, and they're in the house bored, and they did the whole fucking learning online, virtual classes for over a year and a half. So yeah, my son finished 1 grade and then did a whole nother grade. And I'm just grateful. He's a smart kid. He's very intelligent. He catches on quick. But, I'm just that mom, and I was probably, I was tripping, he got allergies, and I had to look at myself like, bitch, you're the one sneezing too. But I don't feel sick, so I know he ain't bring nothing home to me. But as soon as we come in the house, it's like strip search USA. He got to take his shoes off. I spray him with Lysol. He got to take all of his clothes off. I spray that shit with Lysol. I immediately put it like in a bag of like COVID shit in case, it's not a uniform. I have to wash again because, we're kind of short on uniforms right now, so we got to rotate through what we got. And then he goes into the tub immediately. And then we can talk and we can hug and do all that stuff. I got to throw his mask away. I packed several of them. I just hope that he knows again to just not be touching people, being in their face, understanding there's still a virus and we don't know what everybody else's child's household is like. So just remember to definitely, keep your sons, your daughters safe while they're still doing this. And I feel like I get a chance to kind of relax and woosah for the weekend and through Labor Day, and then I'm back on stress level 101, come Tuesday. So yeah, but I'm going to try to relax, relate, release. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes. Thank you. And shout out to you parents. Yeah, you deserve the whole motherfucking bottle of wine, okay? You remember that? You deserve a break today at McDonald's. Doop, doop. Yeah, I remember all old kind of shit. And I think I remember a lot of shit, like, which is nostalgia for me because I know that those were like really like the happy times of my life and stuff like that. And if you were like that later 70s kid, like you can relate. Your childhood and everything was great because you went through several different decades, the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, and here we are in this motherfucking crazy ass world. And we really don't want to fucking be here. But anyway, can I get started? Can I get started, please?
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop.
Yeah, I will. So, let's get into this shit, shall we? Like I said, here's an affirmation. I want to share an affirmation with you guys, okay? The affirmation for today is, we are all eternal spirit. Amen. And for those of you who are used to my K Rene Show lives, which usually, of course, drops on Saturday, I'm going to do a special edition tomorrow for you. Only because of the fact that I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm a vain bitch right now. My fucking birthday, again, like I said just a couple of minutes ago, is coming up. And I do not want to do it with this motherfucking hair, okay? I need my hair laid and slayed, bitches. And it's not going to happen till tomorrow. Okay, anyway. So you'll get that tomorrow. Special edition, I can drink with you guys. I would love for you guys to have a shot with me. You know what I mean? But it's okay if you don't want to. It's all right. But anyway, random shit. Did you know that the girl in A Bronx Tale, that's my shit, Bronx Tale, was in Belly? Did you know that? Yes. Like, oh my God. I really looked at her and I was like, wow, that's her. That's Keisha from Belly. Get Out. But I've never really seen her in anything else though. But yeah, that's my little movie. Also, those Lume people on YouTube, they are lit. Do you understand me? YouTube is lit with Lume. They got shit for your stink ass balls, your stinky ass butt crack. They got deodorant. And the way that they sell it off is like they attacking the bacteria. Like it's something shit that Dove and Secret can't do for no motherfucking body, okay? And I don't know what you men are using, but I guess, listen, you might want to get into this Lume, because they are selling all kinds of products, especially as they interfere my goddamn shit that I be watching on YouTube. But that's like I already told y'all before. They be in the fucking way. They do. Also, let me explain something to you as well as a little word of advice. I learned, if I ain't learned nothing else, but besides definitely pushing my hustle even more during this whole pandemic, I learned that you should not get attached to shows on TV, like series. That's not gonna work out. You know why? Because I've been talking about Motherland, Fort Salem. I finally finished season 2 the other day. And I had to look, because I'm that person. I'm the one to look up the actors and the actresses and see, like, especially if they're familiar, like, what were they in before? I feel like I've seen them in something. Yeah, so that's me. I go straight to Google and be like, Wikipedia, all of that shit. But, yep, they only got one more season. And that's it. So after the 3rd season, it's done. It's over. It's a wrap. We done. I'm like, fuck. We can't even get 4, 5 seasons just like my girls. Good girls. Gone after the 4th season. And nobody's picking up the 4th season. So if you missed it, you just fucking missed it. Or you got cable, you can go on demand and check it out so that you can see what you missed, because the 4th season ain't going to be streaming on nobody's platforms. Not a Netflix, not a Hulu, not a Amazon, not nobody picked it up. And I also did, and I told y'all, you know, I wasn't going to be for this bullshit, but somebody was really pushing me to like, just check it out. Just watch the first episode, watch it. So I did check out American Horror Story double feature. It's a little lit. I ain't even gonna lie. Macaulay Culkin is in this bitch, is making his debut. It is quite entertaining. I'm still not watching it at night, okay? Because I just don't know, you know, if I'm gonna be, you know, surprised and seeing some shit I really gonna have to be, you know, sleeping with all the fucking lights on at night. That shit ain't funny. Like, I'm dead ass fucking serious. Like, you know, I need to be able to have some peace when I go to sleep. You know, I don't want to be playing episode 5 that ain't even come out yet, and that's on my own goddamn time. But it is actually a little bit lit. I kind of actually like it. And I can't wait to see where they go with the next couple of episodes. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But anyway, moving straight down the motherfucking road, speeding. I had to renew my license yesterday, y'all. Yes, I did. I had to renew my license yesterday. Oh, fuck yes. That shit was... Listen. You ever think that you did something and it looks a certain way, or you believe like if you create something, it's going to come out a certain way? And then when you really see the final product, you be like, holy shit, that shit is fucked up. Yep, that was me. My fucking hair, I'm telling y'all, and I love my curls, Lord knows I do. But I'll cut them out if they keep making me look like this crazy shit that I'm looking like. Because they're not like, you know, like they're not in the swell that I was looking for. You know, they're not in like, you know, control. They're like really fucked up. And that's how they were yesterday. So, you know, I tried to fluff and everything. And, you know, you got to do all this craziness, you know, when you go into like public places, you know, the mask and stuff. And, you know, I'm trying to get my lips cute, you know, not like with lipstick, but just a little pop and gloss and stuff like that. But my shit looked like a straight the fuck up looking like James Brown mugshot. I'm not fucking kidding. It looked like birds were pecking in my fucking head and they were looking for worms or whatever. Speaking of worms, did y'all hear about the army worms? Like, fuck the cicadas and shit. There's these things called army worms, and it's like once you see one, you forget it. Like, people are buying up pesticides and shit, and it's not even killing them. You're going to have to let them run rampant until they just fall the fuck out somewhere. It's like, God damn it, we really are coming to the fucking end, you guys. We got another variant here. I don't even know what that one is called. I told you, this shit is just flipping the fuck around like a goddamn Rubik's Cube. It's not funny. I don't know why you guys feel the need to giggle today. It's not that fucking funny. And I'm really hoping, honestly, because I'm really trying to understand the news. How is shit going up but coming down? Because that's the mystery that I have right now to understand. Like, if the COVID numbers is increasing, how is it going down? Like, somebody tell me who's fucking with the numbers and the fucking, statistics. Because at the end of the fucking day, I already see we going back to being shut down. I just don't know when, but I feel like it's going to come. And it is officially cuffing season as far as, accepting applications. There's a whole schedule for this shit. So people are, going to be doing tryouts and shit, coming up real soon and everything like that. So I guess come one, come all, y'all better put y'all bids in because it is coming. And probably how you was last year with this shit. You ain't had shit to cuff but them extra motherfucking pillows on your fucking bed. I'm just saying. That was your cuff, boo. I'm just saying. Anyway. Moving down the street and moving right along. I'm an OCD mommy and I'm always cleaning up. But my son, I think he drops shit and don't give a fuck about it, or he just drops it like kind of be trying to set me the fuck up, and little boys are kind of nasty. Like this little teenage mutant ninja turtle, little Negro college fund kid had a nerve to blow his, like, no, he didn't even blow it. He wiped his nose and then put it back, like in the napkin shit. And I was like, yo, are you fucking crazy? I had to throw all those napkins away. I said, no, you don't do that and put it back. What would possess you to put a snotty ass napkin back on top of clean napkins? Do you know how many napkins I had to throw away? Yeah, enough, more than I wanted to. I was like, you don't do that. You wipe, you blow, you throw it away. Okay? Damn. God damn it, Danielson. You're killing me in here. But anyway, he dropped shit on the floor. And then, of course, I'm always telling him, do as I say, not as I do. So I'm like, always put some socks on your feet. But I'm one of them people, I don't put socks on my feet all the time. And I know, how to walk around and maneuver through shit, but it ain't shit on the floor. But I want him to keep socks on his feet so that he don't have no colds and runny nose and shit like that. But he drops stickers, and every time I feel the stickiness on the bottom of my foot, the first thing I immediately think of is, ooh, I just stepped on a bug of some sort. And I think I just popped their guts. And if I pick up my foot, I'm going to see bug guts underneath. And lo and behold, it be a fucking sticker, or it's a goddamn, something he uses to stick on something, and then I have to wind up throwing this shit away. And then I'm like, come on, yo, like, just, can you please? My anxiety is already on 1,000. It's all the way up. I cannot. Speaking of all the way up, Fat Joe and Ja Rule, that's the next little verses. Oh, that's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to get the same amount of views as they did with the fucking D Block, the Locks and, dicsuss. I don't know if it's going to have the same numbers, but it should be something interesting to watch. Also, I feel like I'm starting to become a little colorblind. Anybody else over 40 starting to feel colorblind? Because I've come to this point now as I teach my class and I'm looking at these cars and shit, and I don't know to call this one car orange or beige. So now I just call that bitch the other car, because I don't want nobody young whose eyesight is really popping. They be like, Miss Kelly, it's actually tan. Like, no, that shit look orange to me. So I just call it now the other car so I don't embarrass my fucking self. That's what I do. That's what I do. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's something I can admit, just saying. But, just saying. I don't know how you handle shit like that. Oh, y'all, I finally got my carpet cleaned. Yes, I did. Yes. You know that is making me so happy. Yes, honey. Keep your mind out the fucking gutter. Not my fucking the JJ carpet. I got my carpets cleaned. Oh, I should have said carpets. I didn't want to lead you astray, make you thought I had a motherfucking boo thing. No, I don't. No, but I got my carpet shampooed, and I really, you know what, as I become older and living in my house, I don't like carpet anymore. I don't like it. I want some nice laminated hardwood floors. I'd like to definitely, you know, get that popping and cracking like within next year. I really want to do that. And I want a nice little deck, you know, build the deck up out back, you know, and really kind of build my house up even more. You know, I'm handling the painting and all of that other shit, but I really like to add on to bring the value, you know, of my house up a little bit more. And that'd be great so that I can move too, you know, because I want to move. I want to get the fuck up out of here. I really do. And it's just because of the fact that as I moved here, you know, it was just me. I didn't know I was toting a baby. You know, that was like a one night type of stand type situation. You know what I mean? It wasn't even like, I didn't even know. I didn't know until, you know, I woke up dehydrated one morning or in the middle of the night and chugged down a whole gallon and a half, not a gallon, fuck a gallon, 1.5 liters of Deer Park. And I was like, whoa, I was thirsty. Why am I so thirsty? Yep. Well, that's why. So here we are, 6 years later, 7 years coming up for me being in my house. And I'm grateful for having my own, you know, property, things of that nature, which it technically isn't our shit. But you know what I mean. Owning a home is great. I really, you know, do appreciate the experience with it. But, you know, it is, you know, I know it's going to be time to kind of raise up out, you know, but, you know, taking my time, not trying to do what everybody else do just because people are doing shit. You know, you can't live your life like that. But speaking of all of that, with all that being said, I guess, shall I say, and I think I've given you all of my random bullshit for the night. Let's get into the fucking topic. Yeah, so, you know, love is in the air. Love is every fucking where, you know. And again, people found their love last year. They really did. They took the time. You know, they developed their relationships more deep on a more, you know, deeper level to the point, you know, people are getting married, people are engaged. And that is the topic of discussion today, is how long do you wait through an engagement to get married? And as far as within the average, now the way that this world is slipping right through our motherfucking fingertips like baby oil being rubbed down in your booty crack, you know, before somebody fuck you in the ass. I hope nobody's fucking you in the ass. Unless you want it, you know what I mean? Unless that's your thing, you know, a little couple finger play or whatever. Or just, you just getting rammed in the goddamn, you know, ass, whatever. Because that's your shit. But literally. But other than that, you know, the thing about it is like, you know, how long do you wait? What is your worth? Where does your worth lie? You know, is it the fact that, like I said, you never want to be in a relationship just because of the fact of saying that you're in a fucking relationship? Did you know that the average engagement should basically be within 12 to 18 months? And that pretty much explains like why winter is the most popular time to get engaged, you know, and summer's the most popular time to get married. And it might be the perfect fit for you and your boo. And an engagement of that length is a great balance. It also gives you time to plan your wedding, but it allows you a little downtime between major tasks when you can simply, you know, pretty much just enjoy your engagement instead of hammering away at your to-do list. You know, and I think everybody should be able to enjoy their engagement. You know what I mean? Let it all sink in, you know, really put them into play and understand you're about to actually be somebody for life. And that's a big job. And it's not an easy job. You know, I've seen a lot of people, including my parents, both sides, my mom and dad, my stepmom and dad, others, really just their marriages didn't last as long as they needed to. And at points where they break and you're like, damn, y'all at the point where y'all don't even need to be trying to trick up in these streets. Y'all both old, getting old. Like, who do you think still wants your ass? Because I'm trying to really understand, like, why are you playing with life like that? Y'all need to just go ahead and just keep on pushing and moving and keep y'all marriage and union. And I think you'll notice as shit comes back around that you both actually need each other more than anything, especially in your older, your older years, as they say, your older years are supposed to be your better years. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. But, shorter engagements, it's your personal circumstances, which might mean a longer or shorter engagement, but a shorter one it's a great fit for a couple planning a smaller wedding. Like, you ain't even trying to have no big ass to do fucking guest list. You want to make it intimate, just a couple of people you work with, a couple of family members, whatever. Some people want the whole shada bada ba, because they want to show off. And the way I look at weddings, and this is just my analogy, and there's nothing personal against anybody's wedding, but the way I look at weddings is, it's like an adult prom. Think about it. The prom queen is the bride, the prom king is the husband. The groom. And then, vice versa, if, within the same-sex lifestyle, then, you're both prom kings and both prom queens, whatever. But nobody can outdress the bride and the groom. Let's just say the honorees at the wedding. So with that being said, you got to downplay your outfit. You're bringing them gifts. You're going to watch them do the dance. They're crowning each other with actual rings. The circle of love and life that goes and never stops because it keeps moving in a circle. And, it builds the bond. It's an unbreakable bond. So with that being said, that's how I look at it. It's music, it's food. You hope that everybody celebrates within your union to give you a motherfucking gift. You know what I mean? And don't just come to freeload off your fucking dollars. And you got to be very mindful too, because of the fact that sometimes when you're trying to do over the top and too big, it backfires in the end before the wedding actually takes off. You'll have people that may be canceling out, already prepaid for food. Now what are you going to do with that? Because of the fact that now, you got plates that then cost $50, $70 or whatever a plate, and then they're not coming, and you didn't already paid for it. Like that couple that charged the guests that they were supposed to have at their wedding that didn't show up, sent them a motherfucking bill for $250 fucking dollars. Yup. Again, $250 that you was billed for not showing up. They was like, somebody gonna pay this shit. Because we ain't already paid it, but we gonna need our reimbursement. So you have to give us our motherfucking money back. So I'm just saying, with longer engagements, you're planning a wedding date, which is basically is huge. So if you got other things on the calendar, it could be like a move, trying to find the house. You might want to opt for a longer engagement so you can take some of the pressure off with you, expecting a baby, whatever the case may be. But this is what I'm just saying. With all that being said, here's a couple of things you should do as soon as you get engaged. And I just want to, it's just a couple. One thing, call your family, okay? And then number 2, you got to post your ring selfie. Yup. Got to post your ring selfie. Buy ring insurance. Think about the date. Discuss the budget. What are you trying to spend? Because back in the day, it was always said and I never know who the fuck made this rule up. The bride's family pays for the wedding? Really? Where is that in the contract of living? Okay, research your venues, determine your guest list size, plan your engagement party, and then take a motherfucking breath. That's what you need to do. Definitely making sure to call your parents, because they would love to, definitely make sure that you definitely, they want to know about your happiness. Get your goddamn manicure done. Even if you don't do, nails and things like that, ladies. Make sure your fucking hands look good before you start posting shit, not looking like you fucking do plumbing and work on cars and shit. You know what I mean? I got my dad's hands. Unfortunately, my shit, especially for the weight that I lost, not that I have to sport a fucking ring, because you know my motherfucking situation. But just saying, I was looking at my hands like, damn, like we really need to not put all of them in there. The fucking picture is gonna be ridiculous. But yeah, even if you get like a nice little gel polish or something, post your little selfie with your ring, you know, showing in there and everything like that. Have a toast, you know, things of that nature. That's the things that you should be doing. Now, it's 5 reasons that marriage engagements, I believe, should be longer than 1 year. And this is just, again, it's my opinion, because of the fact that this is what I feel as though when you get to really know somebody, like when you're dating, you can't be all gung-ho because of the fact that you're in the lust stage and not really love in the first couple of months or whatever. You got to give that relationship a good year. Okay, so that you know each other, you've learned each other's ways, you know that basically, okay, that's their little quirks, that's their little traits, that's their little things that they do to piss me the fuck off, you know, stuff like that. This is why I be holding back on the fucking, because that's what that little shit that they do. I don't like it. But again, keep this in mind. You really have your whole life to be married. Once you make it, once the wedding happens, once the ceremony is done, it's for life. That's the purpose of, that's the reason why you did it. You did it for life. This is your spades partner for life. Okay. And when you're first getting married, you do want your forever to start like right now. But again, in 10 years, 20 years, whatever, into the whole marriage thing, you're going to be married a long time. So, you know, again, long time if you're lucky. So it's no reason to rush into it. You got time. But what I say is this. When it comes to relationships, I don't know how much time you really want to waste, because you got to really understand your worth. You really have to understand that you don't want to accept an engagement to get married, and it's just to have you engaged for 3, 4, 5 years. No, if you're not making any plans within after the first year of putting a wedding together, I think you might need to recalculate and rethink this whole situation, because something might just be something to just lock and key you in, but not really trying to make that next step in that mood. They might thought, this is something that she wants from me. She wants me to propose. She wants to hear, let's get married. So let me go ahead and stroke her ego and calm her the fuck down and keep her quiet. Let me go get a ring. Let me propose and not really make no commitment to it. See, that's where you really have to look at everything and analyze it. Really look, determine what's going on, analyze it, and then you might need to make another interjection. You might have to intervene here and call a foul on the play. Weddings can be stressful, as I'm sure they can, you know, trying to figure out, like I said, you know, where you're going, the venues, again, are they booked up? Trying to book within 2 years in advance. That might be a situation as well, especially with this pandemic that happened. Some people's weddings had to get postponed from when they were going to do it because of the pandemic and couldn't have all the people there that they wanted to be a part of the wedding. If you elope, great. The way that I would love to get married is I don't need no big wedding, because one, I know a lot of people ain't coming on my side. I can count probably on 2 hands and 2 fingers, 1, 2, 2 hands who's showing up. And I know me, I'm not going to invite people to just be there to be nosy and spectating and all of that shit just to be a part of my business, especially when they don't really fuck with me like that in the first place. Why would I invite them to my wedding? Yeah, that's a mystery in its own. But you know, people want to do it also to show the fuck off because I did it and you didn't. Okay, sure. Another thing, engagements end. Yep, sorry to fuck your bubble up, but yep, like I said, as someone who is engaged 2 times before the third one stuck, it's easy to call off a marriage. It really is. Give it some time and let it settle, and then you plan together. Because if you try to put everything and the stresses on somebody to do all the planning, they might be like, fuck this shit. I am so out. I don't even want to be a part of this. I'd rather stress over a term paper or the fact that, something else in life is stressing, and as opposed to you putting all this shit on me. And I'm going to tell you right now, ladies, if you're getting married to men, they are so not in the equation. They're going to step the fuck back and let you take care of all of that shit, and they're going to just be the ones to show the fuck up. Another thing is, it's a fun time. You're only engaged for hopefully just one time. Hopefully. Some of us, been through two. But yeah, it only takes one time. It's a very brief period of your whole life because of the fact that you're going to be married and you're going to commit to this for your life. People are happy for you. They're loving it. They're excited. It's a very special time. So when you got good girlfriends, girl, sis, in your corner that that they can plan the best fucking bridal showers and bachelorette party and things of that nature, then yeah, you want to let your girls handle that and give them time to create it so that they can perfect it so you can appreciate it. So it's no need to put pressure on the rest of everybody else who might be a part of your wedding party. You know what I mean? And then the fifth thing that I thought, as far as, you still need to know each other. Yup. I'm just saying, 6 months into the relationship, you should not be getting engaged. Like I said, that's the lust stage. You're not in love. Love is when you are going to know wholeheartedly that if this bitch go broke, I got her back. If she goes down for whatever sickness that is, I got her fucking back. And you can do a trial and error as y'all are still in a relationship to see how much can you handle it. How do you want it? Hey. How does it feel? Yeah, you gotta determine, are you strong enough for that? And vice versa. She needs to be able to do the same for you. What if you have a surgery that has to come underway and it sets you down to where you can't work for several months? Do you all have each other's back on that shit? That is what you have to determine. 18 months together is still not enough time to know you're compatible as partners or as parents, especially if you guys are even talking about having children together. Or if you have a child, are they going to be a great step parent? Have you watched them in action? Does it look like they're taking time as far as to involve themselves with your child? As for me, I'm a single mom. I've said this on several fucking shows. I am a package deal. I'm the one that come with the backpack and lunch bag together. We are together. We are like peas and carrots. Okay. I can't put my son away. He's with me, and again, you're going to have to want to step up into this lifestyle to be able to be all right with being a step parent, knowing that, there's other parents involved. So you got to just make sure that when you're ready, you're ready. But do not let it drag and lag and shag you for a long period of time. Because if that becomes the situation, like I said, you might want to retract that whole fucking engagement. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, look at you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys could join me today. It's been like I said, it's been a very interesting year, but I made it. I've noticed the pattern with my birthdays. They haven't been quite what they used to be. These last couple of years have been very struggling. And I've decided really this year to start letting go of things that do not serve me any longer in my life. People, relationships, associations, things of that nature. Just still letting people have a nosy little way of looking into my life and what I'm doing. That's really not benefiting. It's not benefiting me at all. And it sometimes can hurt at times, where I have to see I used to fuck with them. I used to bang with them. Not fuck bang, not like that. But, where you notice how you're really not as mutual as a friend like you thought you were. to where you don't get the invites because maybe, you know, your ex is more friends with them than you really are. And technically maybe on the strength of you being able to hang out and be in certain but events and, you know, gatherings was because of the strength of your ex or whatever. And so, you know, like I said, moving on, I don't think maybe I fit in certain equations anymore, and it's okay. It's just the fact that I don't want to stress myself to have to see or, you know that it's still a big, you know, cloud of fucked up phoniness. And that's where I was going with that. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's going to be a long one, especially if you get a chance to be off on Labor Day. And like I said, it's a beautiful day today. And tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm getting not laid. No, I'm not. I'm getting slayed, my hair. And yes, I'm going to come out real diva-ish. And I'm going to love it. And I'm going to be ready to really celebrate and do the damn thing. So until then, you guys, stay safe. Wash your fucking hands. Wear 3 masks. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.